The final report is on tonight. There's a new election act causing ruckus in town. What am I talking about? That's the Universities Act of 2016 that's advocating for an electoral colleges system in university student elections across the country. Comrades, as they are infamously known, will not have the opportunity to vote directly for their preferred candidates, whether it's the president or the deputy president, because the final choice will depend on delegates elected by the students themselves. As expected, the students are not a happy lot. We have all the details. But first, let's have a look at our highlights. New Universities Act kicks up a storm. Multimedia University is a security zone. We have the inside scoop. Students are parting away the worship days, and the Dean of Students is not a happy man. Education matters aside, business is booming at a local university. And coming up in sports, will Multimedia University stars thrash Strathmore Kings this time round? Good evening, I'm Benjamin Opiyo. To our top story. The Multimedia University Opposition Caucus is up in arms against a new election act that was passed into law in 2016. They've termed the act as draconian. The election bill backed by government was tabled in Parliament by Majority Leader Aden Duale back in 2016 and was later passed into law. The act takes away the power of students to elect the leaders directly, which will now be done through an electoral colleges system. As Fred Okite wades into the murky waters of university politics, tension is already high considering elections are just around the corner in Multimedia University. Watch.
The opposition has threatened to rally its supporters to boycott the Ukrainian election bill. In a Kamkunji held at MMU Freedom Square, opposition leader Edwin Nyamoya on Thursday said that the manner in which the administration clearly undertakes its activities were not demanding in their terms. I'm Okite Frederick reporting for MMU TV.
Security has been beefed up at Multimedia University of Kenya. This is after past student demonstrations marred with destruction of property and increase in cases of illegal drug use such as bang. At the entrance, checking of belongings and presence of sniffer dogs is a common sight. The Mokan security firm that is in charge of security surveillance at the institution said that the exercise has so far yielded fruits. Julita Mudhoni did a cross-check at the universities and brings us this story.
The Multimedia University of Kenya has witnessed a number of strikes since its inception. It's because of this that security has been beefed up around the school. As you can see behind me, you can't get into the school without the student's identification card, and in case you're a visitor, you have to use the visitor's card. The administration has also ensured that there's allocation of security guards around the school, and there's also allocation of CCTVs around the school.
Students should respect worship days at the institution. The Dean of Students in a conference meeting has urged comrades to make an attempt to attend their respective worshiping services. He noted that during the said days, that's maybe Friday or Sunday, students normally engage in meaningless activities. Yes, he calls them meaningless, such as drinking and playing, rather than sparing a time for God. Maureen Maumo breaks down this story into digestible pieces.
The Multimedia University Dean of Students yesterday in a meeting with the student leaders called upon all students to stop idling around on their various worship days but instead attend to their religious needs. He said majority of the students had neglected their religious and were now engaging themselves in activities that are against the university moral and religious background. He said that the university has enough worship places for the students despite the many denominations. The Muslims have their own mosque which is open each and every time so that they can access it. It does not necessarily mean that they have to wait until Friday so that they can get to worship. In the university is also the Christian Union where majority of the students get to worship. It is also always open any day, anytime, and for everyone. And for the Catholics, here is the St. Patrick's Church where the students get to worship every Sunday. It is also always open for everyone, as you can see, so that the students get to worship anytime they wish. They are privileged to host a father every Sunday from the parish to conduct their mass. Reporting for MMU TV, I am Maureen Maumo.
And on that note, I'm taking a short break. Don't tap that dial because there's a future coming on the Universities Election Act that has caused storm into the country. Keep it tuned.
Shukisha.
Muganga, ilala bani aje.
Muganga, sulipei yang handa nishinde school fees. Muganga, nipe namba nishinde pota pota. Namba ya mami ni ndio hiyo.
Muganga, siwapatie hiyo namba.
Ndio basi, namba ya mami.
Piga *444#. Kuna zaidi ya milioni 300 za zawadi za kushindaniwa na washindi zaidi ya milioni 5. Mshindi mmoja katika kila mkoa atajishindia milioni 2 kwenye grand draw.
Wapi kuku yangu?
Nunua tunukiwa upate nafasi ya kujishindia mamili.
Everybody, let's go.
And we're back. Earlier on, our political reporter Fredo Kita was telling us about a new Elections Act that is controversial and has divided students right into the middle. The Election Act 2016 has met opposition from a section of students and I'll say lecturers. The Election Act will change the political landscape across all Kenyan universities, going by its measures such as electoral college system and admission of students by respective universities, and not a joint placement services as it was before. What does this mean? What is the reaction by students? To answer these questions, Fred Okita interviewed everyone from the Muksa administration to the students at the lower end of the leadership system. Have a look at this.
And welcome viewers. Today we're going to discuss about the new Election Act that has divided multimedia into two. So the bill says that delegates are going to be used in voting. This means 3 students in each faculty are going to choose leaders like president, secretary general, entertainment secretary, and the academics. So here we have it. We have the opposition leader Edwin Nyamoya and the student here, Samuel Omena. So Edwin Nyamoya, what's your reaction on the new Election Act that guys are going to vote using the delegates?
Introducing the electoral college in campus is an act to wipe off democracy. We are used to a popular vote whereby we go and choose our leaders by popular vote. So I think this was a plan by some people like Duale to sabotage these campus elections, because we were having leaders coming out of campus and battling for big seats out there and winning. So I think it is not right. It is a sabotage of democracy. Thank you.
So Samuel, as a student, how is it affecting you?
My take as a student in Multimedia University, I think it's not a good way of expressing our rights as students, because I find it very wrong for us to elect someone who is going now to elect our leaders in this university, and I think it's kind of a wrong move. It's not fair for us students, and something should be done about it. It should be revised. Yes.
Okay, there you have it, folks. The opposition leader and the student here debating on these issues about the new Election Act. I'm your presenter, Okite Frederick, reporting for MMU TV.
Nainuka natazama njia mbele natembea, safari yangu nitafika kilele. Naweza
Now on to business news. A new restaurant has been officially opened at the local cafeteria. This is in addition to the many eateries at the local that are serving an array of dishes and drinks. Apart from the new restaurant, there is also a newly built student center that is already operational and is set to host offices and businesses. These developments mean an extra income for students who own up to 75% of businesses at the institution. Lisa Ching reports.
Multimedia University of Kenya is not only known for good performance, but also tries to improve the welfare of its students. 2018 seemed to be a good new year for the Multimedia University of Kenya, simply because new faculties has been introduced, and because of this, we also have they have also experienced increase in number of students. And the institution has decided to launch new restaurants so that it can reduce the congestion that the students have been experiencing in the past years. And if my cameraman can just focus behind me, you can just see the 3 new restaurants. We have Happy House Cave, we also have Sponsor General, and then we have the Governor. New facilities has also been introduced within the institution, such as the Student Center. And within the Student Center, we have the high-tech printing, we also have M-Pesa and Diamond General Shop. Reporting for MMU TV, Achieng Liz.
Can we all get sporty? Yes, we can. The Multimedia University football team is gearing up for a do-or-die match with the Strathmore University counterparts on Friday, the 4th day of February. The match will take place at Strathmore University grounds. MMU Stars has vowed to thrash Strathmore Kings this time round. Our sports correspondent, Anthony Juguna, teased them during the routine training and filed this story.
The football team is training hard for their match, which will be held on Friday at Strathmore University against their school team. They have vowed to thrash their team this time round by changing their previous tactics. Anthony Njuguna, MMU TV.
And with that sports story, we are ending this bulletin. I've realized how sport correspondents are the most artistic. They use words like do or die or something like that. Anyway, I'm the one speech, don't tell anyone, so like I'm good at being artistic. That's the end of our bulletin tonight. I'm Benjamin Opiyo. Same time tomorrow. Good night.